Hi, welcome to your Do In practice. You're probably here because you're experiencing a headache right now, maybe even a migraine. I'm very sorry to hear that. I suffer from migraines as well. I know how heavy they can be. And along the years that I've been experiencing these migraines, I picked up a couple of tools that at least helped me. So I'm hoping that with these few exercises, you can make it more manageable. Maybe prevent it next time, and clear it maybe a little bit more faster. So I invite you to come and sit first in seiza on the knees like this, with the knees 2 fists apart, and then come to your practice. Just close your eyes for a little bit and tune into your body. Because with every headache, with every migraine, there's a story that your body wants to tell. It's given off signals. And we're focusing today especially on the tension migraines or the tension headaches, which often means that there's something lacking in self-care. You've been doing too much. There are too many people leaning on you, or you're at least experience it as such. Maybe you don't have the feeling of being supported at work or by your surroundings. Or maybe you're just very sensitive, and there's a lot of input that comes in through all the senses. And just making sure that all gets digested. We don't always take the time for that. So stressy periods running around, it's good to just close your eyes sometimes and just check in with your body. If it feels good, you can put your hands over your lower belly, just below the navel. And place one on your heart. Maybe you feel like putting them in your groin is nicer, or just in your lap. Do whatever is best for you. Like these next few moments are about you and what your body needs, and listen to that. So tune in to your breath. And tune in whether it's constricted anywhere. Maybe just by following the breath, you can already release some tension. The shoulders, often we keep some. Upper back. Maybe it's the lower back for you. We often feel it in the head as well, the skull, the skin across the skull. Maybe you can sense like this little bit of tightness that is there in the skin. You can let some go. And it helps sometimes to visualize that with every out-breath, you release some tension, and with every in-breath, you bring it some nice, clean, nourished, new energy, oxygenated blood. And then with every out-breath, that same blood takes away all the tension, gives it back to the lungs that can breathe that out, that old energy, that stagnant energy. And while you're doing this, you might be able to check in with your body. And just ask, what is it that I can do to make you feel better? What have I done to create this tension, this discomfort in my body? What makes you pain yourself so much in order for me to receive the message? Because I know the body's not doing this on purpose. It's not designed to enjoy enduring pain. So there must be something really going on. A signal that I'm just not understanding. And thank you for showing me this. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to understand these signals, and I'm trying to create a safe space for me to actually apply the signals and what they signify and what I actually really know that I need. I'm really trying, so thank you, body, for once again making it clear to me that there are still some adjustments that I am allowed to make. And take a deep breath and slowly let it out. Let's do that again. Breathe in deeply. And feel that stagnant energy riding that wave of the out breath. And that feels really nice. And then I'm asking you to slowly open your eyes when you're ready. And what often happens with these tension headaches is that the gallbladder and the liver meridian are a little bit blocked, or yang, like active ki, is finding its way up, and it gets stuck in the mind and it can't go anywhere else. It gets stuck in the head. And these channels go along the side of the body, at least the gallbladder does. So let's take our hands up over the head and just stretch the sides by leaning a little bit over. Just do this with your upper body. Make sure that both your butt cheeks stay on the ground. And if your body's communicating right now that you want to sit differently, please do. Make yourself as comfortable as you can. With a breath in, you come back up. Then you grab the other wrist and you pull it a little bit upwards, and then you pull it to the side. The idea is that stuck energy, you want to get it moving again. So for now, we don't want to stay in the poses for too long. We want to move really slowly to just invite that tension to start moving. And for us to be able to read the body where the tension is. And one more time. And that feels really good. Come back up to the middle. And then sit on your bum. Just windshield wipe your knees from left to right with a little extra stretch here. So you can put your knees down and then sort of push your pelvic floor a little bit forward. This opens up a very nice channel in the middle of the body and at the waist, which when it's blocked and the energy from up wants to go down, it gets stopped there because we're stressed, so we breathe really high in our body. So it's difficult to get all the way down. And do this as fast or slow as you want to. If you want to stay a little bit longer in one pose, please do. It's all about listening to your body right now. You might find that your buttock is harboring a very tight muscle. So rolling on that gluteus maximus can set some emotion as well. And that feels really nice. Then I will show you a couple of points that you can grab and we can go back into the silence. One is the liver 3. Between the big toe and the second toe, if you follow the tendons up, they meet at a certain point, and just in the middle of them, you find a soft spot. Sometimes it's very deep, sometimes it's very tense, but as soon as you put your finger there, you feel like there's something there. That's your liver 3. And when you have a headache, this one gets everything moving. And everything on the foot pulls everything down, so that's good. You can also do this with the 4th and the 5th toe. Just follow the tendons until they meet. That's gallbladder 41. That waist that we just opened, this point supports that. Now, if you feel that your shoulders are very tight, then you can use gallbladder 34 as well, which is just between the ligament right up to the knee, between the two bones. Just go up with following fibia. There it is. Gallbladder 34. That's very nice to relax those shoulders. The whole idea is there's tension up here, so we want to activate it down here. And the last one, if you think that your tension is from not being able to let go, then large intestine 4 is a very nice one. If you make your fist like this, then where the bump and the crack is, then you put your thumb against the bone of the hand here. You put your thumb there and you can press. So now I want you to pick one of those points. Maybe you're watching a rerun and you already have. And just feel for you which had the most powerful, meaningful connection for you. And just hold that. Try and find a position that you can hold them, maybe even both if you're choosing one on the feet or just below the knee. And just hold them for a while. Make sure you're sitting comfortably so you can focus on that point. If you're there with your intention as well and attention, works even better. And just feel what that does in your body. And try to really press it from your hara, your belly, that's your center. So with your conviction of I'm really pressing this point. Or maybe if you've picked one and you want to try another, you can. Or you're just going to sit and breathe with whatever is going on. Visualizing all the tension in your head just evaporating, being pulled down. You can do a lot with visualization and intention. If your headaches are so severe that you can't even get up, you can even just imagine pressing these points, imagine these points being activated. And when they feel really empty, you can imagine them filling up. If they feel really tense, then you can imagine them dissolving, the tension dissolving. Just like everything dissolving in your brain, your scalp, your skin relaxing, your forehead relaxing, your eyes. Your cheeks, the jaw, especially the jaw. And the back of the head, feel it relaxing where the skull becomes the neck. Feel the whole neck relaxing in the throat. And the shoulders, on top of the shoulders, the back of the shoulders, and the front, your chest. All relaxing, and all that tension just flows down your arms, out your hands, leaving the body. Or maybe all the way down the spine, over your buttocks, down the legs to the feet, where it leaves your body through the soles of your feet into the earth. Or maybe it's cascading on the front of your face, down your neck, chest and abdomen. Where it just feeds your center. Energy is never bad or good, it's just causing a little bit of a trouble or discomfort when it's not distributed evenly. So this yang energy, this do energy that's been rising up and creating this tension in your head is now flowing to all the other parts of your body that can use that energy. And if not, you can just give it to the world, Mother Earth, the air around you. And I'm going to ask you to slowly let go of these points. And if you're up for it, open your eyes and come stand with me. Do this very slowly. Maybe stay down on the floor and move your hips and legs a little bit, and then slowly come up with your bottom up first. Make sure that the pressure in your head is not too much, and then slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae. When you're up, roll back the shoulders. If you're a bit lightheaded now, just stomp your feet a little bit. This whole feeling of ki or chi, that dizziness, you're asking it to settle down. Now we're gonna try and get the tension through the shoulders, through the neck to leave the body. So let's just stand hip width apart. We're gonna use a little bit of movement. First, listen to your body where it wants movement right now. Very small movements are usually better or when we're not feeling optimally. And then I'm going to ask you to come to a halt and to really ground your feet in the earth. If you want to close your eyes for this, please do so. You slowly move your arms up a little bit and down. Pull them up a little bit and down. And up and down. Just a little bit of movement. Feel that in your shoulders. Make sure you have space between all the vertebrae so there's space for the ki to move around. And when you're down, stay there. And just let your head hang forward. And then choose a side, left or right. And when you come up again, look to that side and twist your arm, your hand outward. And then you come back down and you lower your head. And you twist to the other side with your head and you twist the opposite arm outward. And then you go back down again. And then you move your hand outward, twist it, lifting it a little bit. And what you're now doing is you're stretching a part of your neck where a lot of tension is kept often, all the way to where it meets the base of the skull. You're opening the shoulders, and everything that's coming out now, you're already laying out a path. Like if the tension comes loose, any tension that comes loose, you're very welcome to just leave my body through the gates in the hand. And you can visualize this as well. All this tension leaving your body. And try and make it as warm and supple as you can. It's not about making the stretch super hard. It's about finding a flow. The more it becomes one, the more it softens up. It almost gets a sort of velvety quality. You can bend your knees while you're doing this a little bit. When you go down, you bend your knees a little bit. And when you go up, you straighten them. Not all the way, just a little bit. So you're using your entire body. So where the headache probably comes from thinking a lot, you kind of forget that we're attached with that mind to an entire body that's carrying us the entire day. Our feet don't nearly get enough attention or equal attention. Or the legs or the knees, or maybe even the upper arms that you're stretching right now, or the elbows. And for the shoulders, we're complaining that our shoulders are just stuck, not really giving them attention. By doing this small exercise, which you can coincide with the breath, you're just lubricating all those ligaments, joints, and just saying, hey, do you want to play? This is like an ultimate hug for all those muscles. I'm going to stop using words and let you enjoy this in silence. The more you can go inside, the more you can tap into that energy. You don't even have to feel it. Maybe all the feelings in the joints, where you're tense, where you're relaxed. And every time you put your head down, you breathe out. And every time you breathe in, you open your eyes, look over your shoulder to the left or right. Not too much. And enjoy this flow for a while. Do both sides one more time. And then come to the middle and slowly up your head. Make any movements that your body would like to do. Maybe some areas opened up by doing this. We're going to take it one step further. So you're standing a little bit wider than hip width apart. We start with the hands down here again. And then they move to one side, just the arms, and then you press to the side while you are looking the other way. So you're pushing all the tension out. And then you go down again like water. You smear to the other side. And you push while you look the other way. And you can do this with your breath again, or take it even slower. Might be nice to hold it for a while as well. That's what I'm going to do now, because I feel these little pockets of energy These tension things getting loose, which is a really good feeling. If your body wants to make a little movement, please do so. I have a teacher, Debbie Collins, who's even making a lot of sound when she does this. Sound releases a lot. And when it feels good for you, just switch sides whenever you feel like. Kind of wringing out the body in a way. Doing all these side stretches. It's a really nice Qigong movement. Where we always make sure that we keep standing on the ground, connecting to Mother Earth, who's always there, connecting it with our spine, knowing that there are the heavens above us that we're connected to as well. And we are aligned in the middle. And the more open we can get this vessel, this body to be, the more the energy can flow the way it's supposed to. The more we listen to our emotions and our desires, and we act upon them, the more we create the life that we're supposed to be living here. So we take that break when we need. We move our body when it needs to. We nourish it with the right types of foods. And we rest when we want to. For that, we need to slow down sometimes. Let's do both sides one more time if you're still feeling like it. In these moments, we realize what our body needs, where there's tension. Apparently, my body needed to shake a little bit. Do my last side. And slowly return to the middle. Just come up with your head. And then for the last standing stretch, we take our hands, flip it over the head, and just grab the ear and pull it to a side. Do this very gently. This can be a very heavy stretch for when you're tense. So never pull with your arm. Use the relaxation of the arm, which makes it heavier because it's working together with gravity. And if you feel like it, you can always use your hand and open the palm up. Just say whatever stuck energy is getting looser. You can exit my body the easiest through my hand. Make sure you're standing up straight still. Slowly release. And do the other side. It's a very nice feeling. And if this is too much, please don't do this exercise. And just continue watching your breath. And slowly come to the middle. Let's make a few circles with the shoulders. So that was a deep stretch. Let's keep it moving. Both sides. And then just let's flick with the hands. Like all that energy that's stuck, just flick it off. And sometimes you can see a little bit of a pattern on your hands. That's the stuck energy coming out. I've been told. We can shake the feet a little bit as well. And then I invite you to come and sit down. And you may opt for sitting down on your knees, but with your feet tucked under for a little bit. Because what happens is you stretch this muscle underneath the big toe on the inside of the foot, which is very nice for the liver meridian. And the liver and the gallbladder meridian are both that wood element, which is often a part of the reason why we have the headaches, the rising yang. And if you find this a little bit more intense, just take a seat that you really love and just watch your breath for a while. See if your body wants to make some movements or just be still. And for the rest, let's turn the toes back in. You can give them a little bit of a tap to bend them the right way around. And one last point that I want to share with you is in the back of the skull here. When you follow the necklines up, you feel this lump. You can press your fingers against that. Just feel where it feels the best for you. And then while we're sitting here, we can touch that point for a little bit. We've pulled a lot of yang energy down already. So now we can give the head the message of you can relax now. All that tension that you were under, trying to keep all that yang in check. It's a little bit less pressured now. So all the muscles that are still tensing up can just release. A deep breath is actually what we're looking for when touching these points. Something releasing. Make sure that while you're doing this, you're not stressing the shoulders too much. You can fiddle around with putting the elbows a little bit more backwards. That you're using the structure of the skeleton to hold it up instead of your muscles. And again, you're always welcome to just take a different posture. Just watch your breath for a while. My arms are giving the signal that I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to feel the emotions that are running through my body now, through my heart space, through my mind. The thankfulness that I feel for my body for finally taking the time. And a little bit of sadness as well. How come am I not living more with my body so that we don't have to go into headaches before we take a pause? Why do I feel stressed? And how can I get to that place where I feel enough, where I enjoy what I'm doing every moment of the day, where I take a nap when I need to, I move my body when I need to, where I share my emotions or my troubles when I need to. I don't want to tense up, I want to be free. What does my freedom look like? What does relaxation look like? How does relaxation in every cell of my body look like? Maybe by thinking about it, visualizing it, I can breathe towards that, even if it's just a little bit. Relaxation in every cell of the body. And energizing, a shining quality, just by releasing the tension. Well, thank you for joining me in this practice. If you want to sit like this for a while, please do. If you want to revisit the points, please do so also. There are still some headaches left. I can recommend eating something sour to just get that energy moving, like a pickled stuff, or lemon juice, or anything of that nature. Not too much, just a little to get it moving. And sometimes vitamin C can do some good, vitamin D, or B12 if you don't know about your deficiencies. Please get that checked out. Magnesium is one that really helped me a lot. And in the end, just relaxing and know what nourishes you. And letting go of the thoughts that make you go over your boundaries. Because you deserve better. You're not supposed to be in pain. And right now, you just gave your body loads of love and attention. So you're doing really well. Thank you. I hope you feel better soon, maybe already. And I'm just going to sit here for a while because my body's starting to tell me some stuff. I hope to see you next time. Bye.